It takes a lot of work, time, and money to produce all of the content we have here at 7 Lamb. If you enjoy our shows and would like to help us out, we're on Patreon. You can visit patreon.com/7lamb, the number 7, L-A-M-B. We have multiple tiers to choose from with tons of bonus content like scripts, bloopers, videos, and early ad-free releases. Our patrons are a big help and allow us to keep producing quality content. So if you'd like to help us out, once again, that's patreon.com/7lamb, the number 7, L-A-M-B. Thanks, and enjoy the show.
Good day, mates.
I knew that's what was coming. I knew it.
Oh, before we put in all the shrimp on the barbie.
So
horrible, horrible accent. I'm Robert. That's Amber, and this is Will There Be Cake? That's I don't know how to do that in an Australian accent.
Okay, you're doing great.
Hey, Amber Simpson.
Yes.
Let me see your knife. Because that's not a knife. This is a knife. Okay. That's all I know Australian. That's it. Shrimp Barbie. Good day, mate.
I learned a bunch of Australian terms in like middle school for some reason.
Well,
I don't
luckily
remember
we
too much
brought
of them.
somebody who is just keen to learn more about Australia. Ashley York is back. Welcome.
Hey,
Woo-woo!
what's up?
Not too much. Just talking
Who's your favorite Australian, guys?
Crocodile Dundee.
Is he Australian? Probably.
He's not real. He's fictional.
He's fictional, but that's
But
what I'm
he's-
saying. Is
yeah.
he who like actually
Yeah,
Australian?
that's not
or
a
is he
knife.
just-
That's a knife.
Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
He's fictional?
Not Crocodile Hunter. Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Paul
like...
Hogan. Paul Hogan plays.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah. He's
I'm thinking Steve Irwin.
yeah, that's Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah.
Crocodile Dundee was the guy. He was like over there, then he was like lost in New York. That's Home Alone. But he went to New York with the chick, and then like that's when he almost got robbed by a guy with a knife. A knife.
Like Steve Irwin, though.
Steve Irwin is
R.I.P.
good. What about Nicole Kidman?
Nicole Kidman. That's a
Hugh
good
Jackman? Is he Australian?
one. Yeah, he is.
Who he is.
Hugh
Then
Jackman's
he's
the
high
number
on my
one
list.
on this
Oh, okay.
list.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about Leanne Moriarty?
Leanne? She's probably on
She's
here.
a writer.
Who was second? Nicole Kidman?
No, Keith Urban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then
forgot he was
Olivia
Australian.
Newton-John, and then Nicole Kidman.
Oh, she's the
Number
one that I
4.
love.
I love her.
Ooh.
I love Nicole Kidman too. Okay, see, she has a connection to Leanne Moriarty. I didn't realize that before. So the writer I'm talking about, she wrote a book, which is a series now, Big Little Lies.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, she's on the show, or no?
So Nicole Kidman is
Yeah,
in
it's
the
on the
show.
show,
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't
so-
realize that. Well, it's originally set in Australia, but they made it Americanized so that viewers
It's over
here
here,
Right.
can relate. But
Oh, nice.
I don't know why they
Nice.
can't relate to Australia. They're
I
pretty much like the
know.
It's
same
not that
type of people.
different.
I mean, it's like
I
it's
really
not like a
liked
big
it
different
in
culture.
Australia because it's on the water, you know.
Right.
So that's why they made it like L.A. instead or something like that.
Nicole Kidman was also in a movie called Australia
Whoa.
by Baz Luhrmann, who did Moulin Rouge. But Australia did not do that well at the box office.
Is it similar to Moulin Rouge?
It's like it's flashy. Baz Luhrmann loves like flashy kind of style, but it's a musical that's set in Australia. It's got Nicole Kidman, and I think it was after his Great Gatsby one. 'Cause
Okay.
he did the Great Gatsby remake with Leo.
Really?
Yeah, I've never watched Australia. I think Hugh Jackman
I
might
need to
be in
look
it
that
too,
up.
though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just they only hired Australians for it. I mean,
like
that would be
that.
good.
I mean, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. I'll deal with it. Most of them are convicts anyway. I'm just kidding. Not anymore.
Ooh, Tony Collette.
No,
is
when I went-
Australian.
That's true.
Rupert
When I went
Murdoch.
to Africa on my trip, a lot of the people that were in our tour were from Australia too. So I like talked to
Oh,
them about stuff, and it was
wow.
like cool to
That's
learn. I mean, like about they were telling me about like the wildfires and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
like it
yeah.
was crazy. And then, but a lot of them live like in like the major cities. I always thought Sydney was like more northern, but it's not. I always thought it was at the top for some reason.
Where is it?
Not at the top.
Okay. Is that a conversation you had with them?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
so you're at the top of Australia? No, actually, Sydney's not.
Well,
at the
they
top.
asked me,
good
like,
conversation.
see you tomorrow. Let's go look at rhinos now. No, but they were mentioning like different towns and stuff. They're like, I'm from Perth and I'm from Adelaide, and I was like, oh, I've heard of some of those. And then like I remember looking up to see where it was, and then that's when I realized I'm like, oh, I didn't realize Sydney was down there.
Wow,
Weird, but it's cool. I want to go to Australia someday.
yeah, me too.
See the outback.
The outback.
There's a lot of really weird animals there.
Yeah, that's why I like it. They got like wallabies and kangaroos, and they got the platypus and
Platypus.
They got I don't know what else.
Saying
A lot of
there's
marsupials.
stuff you cannot name off the bat.
Tasmanian
that when you
devil.
find out they're there, you're like, what?
Do they have those quokkas? The ones that like smile all the time? I'll show.
That sounds creepy.
No, they're cute. I'm gonna look it up all.
Well,
We learned some stuff, I guess.
Well, while it's still freezing here, it's actually the middle of summer in Australia right now. So across the country in Australia, children stay out of school and everyone enjoys a free day with their friends and family to celebrate Australia. But there's some
awesome.
public celebrations, and they spend a lot of time outdoors the Australian way. So like barbecues and lazy afternoons on the beach. Sounds like a Florida thing.
That's the quokka.
Let me see.
Oh.
And so he's smiling. It does
at
live
the
in
cheeks.
Australia.
Oh my God, look at that one. He's like, give me a hug. I'll eat your face.
Yeah, they're cool. They're marsupials though too. That one looks like it has a wallaby in its pouch. That can't be right. Anyways, yeah, they have a lot of cool animals over there. It's because it got separated from Pangea a long time ago, and all the kangaroos were like, great, now we're stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
If there were kangaroos at that time. I don't remember. I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works anyway. So Australia was first discovered by Western civilization in 1788 when the first fleet of British ships landed in New South Wales, and more precisely, Port Jackson, Sydney. The governor, Arthur Phillip, then raised the Union Jack, the flag of the United Kingdom, at Sydney Cove. And what started as the remembrance of the beginning of the colony has evolved greatly over time into just a big celebration. It often marked turning points in Australian society, from the moment Australians officially ceased to be British subjects to promoting the indigenous people of the continent. So it's considered an occasion to reflect on the country's past and the direction, as well as a moment to celebrate with pride what being Australian means. And each year, as many as 16,000 people who are previously in the country, thanks to an Australian visa, choose this day to become new citizens. Oh, that's cool.
They don't let just anybody go there either, too.
They don't just let anybody go.
No.
Especially right now.
No, but I meant in general, I think, like, isn't it Australia where, like, to become a citizen and, like, move there, like, you have to have a degree and stuff like that?
Yeah, usually you have to be like an asset to society.
Right,
yeah.
A teacher,
Which is crazy.
a doctor,
Yeah.
or something like that.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that big either.
It's
Right.
Yeah, because most of it is the outback where they don't live. They don't live in like that area, and a lot of like Aborigine people do live in like certain areas there. But like the cities are all like on the coast, and it's not like it's not like a lot of room. But I don't know. And then also, if you bring your dogs there, you get fined like Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah, he got fined because him and I think Amber Heard, they brought their dogs there when they were dating like several years back, and they were not happy.
Do they not have dogs at all?
No, they do. You're just not allowed to bring in outside animals. They've had issues with that. I remember taking an environmental class where I think he said that they had a problem with like rabbits. Like people were bringing like other animals there, and it was like destroying the habitat there. So, they said that they would. I don't want to tell the story, but I'll tell it. They like with the rabbits, they had so many rabbits, and it was like destroying farmland and like the environment that. I remember my teacher telling me that they would build like these rabbit fences and then have like dogs or whatever they had chase the rabbits all to the fence. And then when there was like just hundreds of rabbits over there, they would just kill them all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's like, it was a massacre. I'm like, Jesus. Yeah. So that was weird.
Wow. Well, what else do you do? Give every household a rabbit?
Yeah. Everyone take care of a rabbit. Don't let them breed. They breed like rabbits. Just saying. Yeah, but Australia, I want to go there because it looks
too.
cool.
I've always wanted to go to Australia.
Same.
You can box a kangaroo. Like that one
sounds
guy.
Scary.
Did you see that?
Yes.
That video?
I've
Where
seen
he
that
like
video.
attacks the dog?
Yep.
And he goes over there and he punches
the guy.
he punches the kangaroo in the
Oh my
face,
gosh.
and then the kangaroo just like stands there. I was just
What the fuck?
It's intimidating.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that kangaroo just took it like a man,
Like a
Or-
man.
yeah,
Took it like
like
a
a man kangaroo. Yeah, because they can like kill like with their feet. Like if they kick you hard enough and stuff, like they can knock the wind right out of you.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember Kangaroo Jack?
Yeah, Kangaroo Jack.
You
Who was
know,
that,
I'm
Jerry
a fan of
O'Connell?
the cheesy.
Didn't
Kangaroo
he
Jack.
had like a hoodie or something? Didn't he wear a hoodie?
He did get
Like
dressed
a red
at one
hoodie or
point.
something like
that. That's fun.
Oh, good
Apparently,
times.
kangaroos, and I learned this from Planet Earth, and I'm not sure why, but they lick their arms a lot to stay cool.
To
So
stay
they're
cool.
always like
Mm.
they're licking their arms.
That's weird.
It's like the saliva is like on their arms and legs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
It's just like the only thing they can reach.
Yeah, they're like
Pull themselves off.
yeah.
Creepy.
Weird.
Well, like Marilyn Manson, if they take out their ribs, they can blow themselves
Oh
too.
my
But they,
God.
but they don't.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Oh.
sorry. So,
Yep.
yeah, Australia celebrates with outdoor events, like I said. In Sydney, they have a popular boat race. Adelaide organizes a huge parade and a concert, and Perth does the greatest fireworks show of the day. And Melbourne has a concert and People's March.
Nice.
So, and then they choose this day to like give out a bunch of Australian awards, like Australian of the Year and
Wow.
Australia Day Achievement Medallion to citizens who excelled in both government and non-government organizations.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if we
so-
do anything like that for like the 4th of July.
Yeah, why don't we? Because we're
Government.
not
Shit.
Accolades.
cool like that.
That's weird.
But yeah, I think we celebrate. Just, I don't know, watch movies with Australians, look up facts about Australia, watch their fireworks online,
Definitely watch the movie Australia.
hang
Maybe
out
watch-
with some kangaroos.
Yeah, watch a Planet Earth documentary where it's like talking about Australia creatures.
Learn some
That's cool.
Australian lingo.
Yeah, like the shrimp on the Barbie thing.
Yeah.
Oi.
Oi, oi.
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 I think that's Jim Carrey.
Aye.
Got that confused with
Aye.
Austria. She's like, I'm Austrian. He's like, oh, let's put another shrimp on the Barbie then. That's not. I will say,
Not.
when I was in South Africa, the guy who was our tour guide was Australian, moved to South Africa. And he was really into soccer and everything, football. And that's what, they all like watch and stuff. And rugby. He was really into rugby because that's popular in Australia and South Africa and stuff. And near the end of the whole tour, because he had a thick accent. It was kind of like, I don't know, it's like kind of a mixture of like Australian and South African. And at the very end, for some reason, I drank quite a bit at our last dinner. We were all hanging out, and he always had a feather in his cap because that was so you could see him over the sea of people when we were at places. He'd be like, always look for the feather. I always got a feather. So I went and I got like a feather and I put it in my baseball cap, and I came out during the dinner with like all 30 people there, and I just like started like mocking him, and I was just like, hey everybody, all right. And then I just started trying to do like his accent, and then talked about how we had to wake up early because he always made us wake up early. So I was like, we got to be up at 5, or we got to be out of here by 5, which means you got to be up by 3, and like all that kind of stuff, and just mocking him. He loved it though. He loved it at the end. He's like, thanks, man. I was like, you're welcome.
Nice. That's cute.
Yeah. So that was, luckily he was okay with it, but I didn't do much of an Australian
True.
accent because I can't do it. Obviously, if you heard the beginning of this podcast,
Yeah.
I can say Noif.
Noif. I can
That
say
one.
Noif really well.
yeah, that's the only one.
Okay, I've got some Australian slang real quick for you guys to guess what it means before we end this podcast. All right? What do you think grinning like a shot fox means?
You're happy.
You're
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely satisfied and happy.
Shot fox.
What about liquid laugh?
That's like a drunk laughter.
Alcohol.
Puke vomit.
Oh.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Gross. How about a bogan? What is a bogan?
A bathroom. I don't know.
It's a type of boat.
It is a redneck, which is also a slang word born in the U.S. The redneck definition often describes an uncultured person with unrefined speech.
I feel I'm offended.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dog's breakfast.
Nasty food.
Pot pie.
Complete chaos.
Oh.
Okay.
Apples shall be.
What?
Apples, comma, shall be.
He likes the girl. He's
She's-
gonna eat her up. Apples.
I say
Apples
she's
shall be.
crazy. She's crazy.
It'll be all right.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. I kind of get it. All right.
Don't worry, that apple's perfect. It's
Yeah.
like an apple.
Yeah. Apples shall be.
I like that.
It costs big bickies.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
You
pretty.
know.
Yeah, you guys
Not
got
giving my
that one.
bickies up.
Yeah. I need to save those bickies.
Gotta save them bickies.
I'm trying to buy a new bogan.
What? No.
Oh, that's a
redneck.
redneck. You know?
Yes.
You're gonna buy a redneck.
You don't want to be a bogan anymore.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it.
All right. And they also like Foster's beer, I think.
Foster's.
Because that's what they always showed on the commercial. So I'm assuming it's accurate.
You're probably right.
That's it.
They like Foster's beer.
Foster's.
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 That's how they would say it when he's like, I mean, it's trucked across the outback.
Bottom line.
Yeah, Foster's beer. One other thing I do want to mention. They have the most dangerous animals, too.
They
which,
do.
I'm telling you.
if you go there, it's going to be, that's
Hippos?
scary.
Do they have hippos?
No, they have saltwater
A lot of
crocs.
snakes.
They have a lot of snakes. They have great white sharks because of the Great Barrier Reef. They have bull sharks go swimming in their like canals and stuff. That's where
Yeah.
one guy got attacked, was in a canal. And then jellyfish. They have a lot of like different types of poisonous jellyfish and stuff. So
Every
like,
type of
why would you want to go
terrain.
swim there? Yeah, like why
Dry
would-
land, wetland.
To me, it's like they've shown like pictures of like saltwater crocs like and like a shark like swimming next to each other. I'm like, why do you want to go in the water? I wouldn't go in the water there.
Yeah, no, I would not go in the water there.
Like if you watch one of those 10 most dangerous animals,
It's
half the
yeah,
list is
8 of them are
Australia.
Yeah.
Australian.
Yeah.
Yep.
and the Amazon.
And they have those huge
That's
like
it.
spiders too that people always show in their houses. Sometimes they get in.
No.
They're, like huge, like camel spiders. It's like gross. Anyways, I just want to
Anyway.
mention that.
Do we
Yeah.
celebrate with the cake though?
Yeah,
There's got to be some kind of Australian cakes
Yeah.
out there, right?
I'm gonna Google Australian cakes real quick.
Okay, you do that.
Australian.
There are a lot of them, so
Are there?
I already beat you to it.
Damn.
They're
The Leamington cake.
Leamingtons, yeah, Leamingtons, Pavlova,
I want the Australian lumberjack.
Tim Tams,
Tam Tams.
fairy bread. All of this sounds
I
so
like
weird.
that. I like the
Fairy bread.
There's a lot of lamingtons for sure. There's a lot of
So-
different types of those.
Okay, we'll have a lambing.
No,
There's
I wanna-
a Tasmanian apple cake. That sounds good. Oh,
Promising.
Australian lumberjack cake. It's interesting.
it's interesting. But Leamington looks really gross. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks
Is it
like
meaty?
like almost like a cookie, like a
It's like grainy.
It looks grainy.
yeah.
It's a sponge cake that's dipped in chocolate and sprinkled with
that's probably not
decadent coconut. It
Okay,
sounds good.
that
It just did
sounds
not look
good.
good.
Yeah, in
It
the
did not.
picture. It's definitely a cake day though.
Definitely cake day.
All right.
All right. Thank you. I
That
can't.
does it for this episode.
You just started sounding like a redneck halfway through.
Oh, you mean a bogan?
Beautiful.
Thank you. That does it for this episode of Will There Be Cake. Thanks for joining us again, Ashley.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. And for Amber and myself, we'll see you guys manana. That's Australian.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.